Welcome to the new episode of the I Am live podcast on this channel at Astra, to the stars. On this channel we are going to talk and unveil the success stories of enlightened personalities, supernatural phenomena beyond scientific investigation, the existence of aliens or advanced species, UFO sightings, philosophical and psychological topics aligned with occult and esoteric truth. I am Sir Neats, your host in this I Am live podcast.
Welcome to the new episode of my YouTube channel, at Astra to the Stars. Today we're going to talk a very ancient and monumental topic. That is why the title of my topic for this episode is Seeking the Grandeur of the Pyramid is the beginning of one's great awakening. Year 2025 is the beginning of the blatant disclosures, as we can see it today. We are now in the golden age of a great awakening. The energy and consciousness of the constellation Aquarius is now collapsing with the constellation Pisces now in the present. Although Pisces has not yet reached its final stage of its cycle, Aquarius has already entered into this era now with turmoil and confusion in all aspects of life prior to its design, peace, and stability. This is also supported by Vedic astrology with the appearance of the two mythical planets, Rahu, the north node, and Ketu, the south node. As mentioned in my previous podcast in astrology, the appearance of the mythical planets represent cleansing or catharsis for all our traumas in the past, changes in politics, economy, education, religion, medicine, technology in the form of AI, artificial intelligence, the coming of the free energy, and etc., have already occurred silently under President Trump's leadership. Disclosures of many conspiracy theories are now considered true. The death of Pope Francis and the cataclysmic incidents like earthquakes in Myanmar and Thailand and other parts of the world have shaken up the planet Earth, and the coming of several natural calamities and man-made disasters will open the minds of the sleeping majority. Ancient and esoteric truth will come out into surface in the name of disclosures to awaken the eyes of the netizens of the world is to dive into the truth that lies into the enigmatic structure of the pyramid of Giza. So under this topic, disclosure of ancient secret and truth are already open book. So this podcast is the beginning of my disclosure series on conspiracy theories which were suppressed by the elite in mainstream media. Since the elite group of the Dark Cabal has been dismantled its tail, truth will naturally come out to its place gradually. In this crucial moment in the history of planet Earth, I want to be a part of it, who will enlighten the sleeping majority to higher consciousness and ascension. I would like to start with the existence of the pyramids of Egypt, especially the pyramid of Giza. The pyramids of Egypt, particularly the pyramid of Giza, were not built as tombs of the pharaohs but were designed carefully as power generators, fuel stations of advanced species or aliens from other planets and galaxies, a stargate or a portal to go travel to other planets and galaxies, a healing hub for cure, a school, and a powerhouse to maintain longevity of age and immortality in the Halls of Amenti, inside the pyramid. It has been rumored today that the Vatican underground is a massive storage of our galactic history, wherein artifacts of aliens or advanced species from different galaxies are being kept in secret. Exposing all these truths will turn all religions upside down and become a collateral damage. The megalithic structures like pyramids and temples built around the world are living but silent witnesses to unveil the consciousness of the people, especially the scientists, historians, geologists, anthropologists, teachers, and even tourists who visit the grandeur of the pyramid. But in spite of the glaring witnesses, proofs, and write-ups of ancient history of Egypt and pyramids, why do we still consider as myths and legends? The reason behind it is we are manipulated. We only consider truth as being taught to us by authorities like in mass media, educational institutions, historians, religions, and government authorities. Majority of the human beings in the past were not awakened into frequency or into higher frequency or consciousness to dive into this truth, because it will create chaos and confusion in the present status quo. Today, the erratic emission of solar flares and the cosmic energy from the central sun and galaxy turns the planet Earth into higher frequency, into fourth, fifth dimension in density, and even higher. Now the Earthlings begin to awaken naturally through energetic grid and the erratic change of the Schumann resonance. Now, was the pharaonic lineage the keeper of the secrets of the pyramids? To answer this, ancient Egypt was called Kem, written in the Emerald Tablet, a city built by Atlantis. By the way, Egypt in the past was part of Atlantis. The pyramids were the megalithic structures left and untouched after the deluge or great flood that destroyed the city of Atlantis. This great flood or deluge was a common myth or written in all cultures. The great flood was mentioned also in the Bible and tablets in the Babylonian and the Sumerian civilizations. Now the secrets given to the rulers or pharaohs to propagate the benefits of the pyramids to the common people in general, but they became greedy and kept the secret knowledge among themselves. Only scholars who understand hieroglyphics and Sumerian alphabets and language can understand and decipher the hidden knowledge. But again, the written books or articles on megalithic structures or pyramids are forbidden and not given public exposure in schools and academic institutions. That is why only the pharaonic lineage that preserved the secrets of the pyramids for aeons of time can unveil the puzzle embedded in the hidden message of the hieroglyphics carved on the walls or in the walls of the pyramids. Today, by activating our junk DNA through Akashic record, we can also access the secret codes hidden in the pyramids. Let's talk now about the grandeur of the Pyramid of Giza in Kapsu. The grandeur of the pyramids of Giza lies in their monumental scale, precise construction, and enduring legacy as symbols of ancient Egyptian civilization. Their impact extends beyond their physical presence, influencing our understanding of ancient engineering, societal organization, and religious beliefs. Regarding their monumental scale and engineering marvels, the sheer size of the pyramid is breathtaking. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, according to the ancient writings, was the tallest man-made structure for over 380 years, 3,800 years. Its construction involved the precise placement of an estimated 2.3 million blocks of stone, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons. The accuracy of their alignment to cardinal directions and sophisticated internal chambers further demonstrate the advanced knowledge of ancient Egyptian engineers and astronomers. The pyramids were originally encased in polished white limestone, making them more visually striking. Now, regarding its religious significance, the pyramids were not merely tombs, designed as powerful symbols of the pharaoh's power and divine status. Their construction required a highly organized society with advanced knowledge in various fields, showcasing the capabilities of ancient Egyptian civilization. The pyramids also held significant religious meaning, representing the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife and their connection to the gods. The Giza plateau itself was considered sacred. Now I am presenting you the videos of some researchers and whistleblowers who bravely exposed the grandeur of the pyramids, especially the pyramid of Giza. Now after the video, I will I will talk and I will give you my short conclusion.
One of the first and biggest and most highly technologically advanced cities that existed on Earth was in ancient Egypt. They had pyramids, they had sphinxes, they had megalithic temples. A lot of the stuff you see in Egypt now is built on top of much more ancient stuff. The real hidden city of Egypt is beneath the sands. So we went all the way out to Abydos, and behind the temple of Seti at Abydos, we went all the way down into a temple. And what's down there, they have the flower of life atomically etched into the stone columns. Not chiseled in, not painted on, not with a hieroglyph, but somehow atomically etched into the actual stone column itself. And there's not just one, there's probably about 6 in total that exist on that stone column. It's really incredible. The Giza Plateau, what you see on top is only a tiny fraction of what exists at Giza. Beneath the ground, with ground penetrating radar from satellite footage, there's over 200 buried pyramids. There's an entire mega city buried right at Giza. They buried this place on purpose. These advanced beings decided they wanted to get the hell out of here, but they were ordered to break or hide or cover up as much of the technology as they could to keep humans from accessing it. You can calculate so many things the size of those stones. The distance from the Earth to the moon, the distance from the Earth to the sun. You can calculate the circumference of the sun, the circumference of the Earth, the circumference of the moon. You can even take the Great Pyramid and scale it up 43,200 times. It'll fit directly inside the Earth and touch all corners. We're talking about an astronomical machine, not a tomb.
This is raw, unfiltered scientific proof of what the pyramids were really built for. This is what a real Egyptian tomb looks like. Dark, enclosed, and filled with hieroglyphs. But this is the Great Pyramid of Giza, the biggest tomb in the world. The closer you look, the more you realize that this pyramid was definitely not made for burying the dead. Why? Because the materials used to build it are exactly what we use today to create electricity. Let's break it down. Giza was once covered in bright white casing stones, polished to perfection and virtually airtight. These stones were made of limestone from Tura, a quarry 500 miles away. Wait, what? They drag stones the length of Florida just to make the pyramids look nice and shiny? Not quite. This special limestone from Tura has less magnesium than regular limestone, making it an ideal insulator of electricity. Oh, and it also reflects sunlight, keeping the inside cool. Coincidence? Maybe, but let's keep digging. The interior chambers of the pyramid were built with rose granite, which contains asterisk 85% quartz. Quartz is piezoelectric, meaning it generates a small electric charge when moved or squeezed. The same quartz we use to power wash batteries and barbecue lighters. But that's not all. Granite also ionizes the air inside the chambers, further increasing the conductivity of electricity. And guess what? This granite was sourced from Aswan, another quarry hundreds of miles away. Now here's where it gets weird. The granite slabs inside Giza have these strange structural designs that don't exactly look decorative. In fact, they're incredibly difficult to make. Why would you build a roof like this using 80-ton stone blocks from hundreds of miles away when you can't even see it from inside the chamber? Historians claim these were relieving chambers meant to prevent the room from collapsing under the weight of the pyramid. But here's the kicker. The chambers below had no such relief. On the other hand, if you were somehow able to apply pressure to these chambers, you'd get an electric charge from the quartz. A lot of it. But electricity can't just exist on its own. To utilize it, you need to direct it through something. Enter copper, a metal often used in wires to conduct electricity. And guess what a remote camera revealed in the pyramid's narrow shafts just a few years ago? 2 copper handles embedded into the stone at the end of the shaft, the only metal ever confirmed in Giza. Oh, and there's also what appears to be a wiring diagram painted on the side of the shaft.
I hope you enjoy watching the videos which I presented, coming from whistleblowers and researchers, brave researchers. So, for my conclusion, it's about the enduring legacy of the pyramid. The pyramids of Giza remain iconic symbols of ancient Egypt, captivating visitors and inspiring awe for millennia. They stand as testaments to human ingenuity, ambition, and enduring power of belief. Their continued existence as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world underscores their historical and cultural significance. The mystery surrounding their construction continue to fascinate and inspire research, ensuring their grandeur remains a subject of wonder and study. So, who are the keepers of the truth? Are only pharaohs or the pharaonic lineage can reveal the secret of the pyramids? I don't think so. No. We are all keepers of the truth, and we can also decipher the secret codes of the pyramid to also give benefits to the common people. Why? Because man is a knower. Therefore, we are all capable of knowing the truth. All of us, human beings, can download truth from the Akashic record. Our consciousness is connected to the source of reality. Our junk DNA, not already junk, has already awakened due to solar flashes or photon lights emitted by our sun on Earth. No one has the monopoly of the truth. Truths do not come absolutely from higher authorities, such as parents, teachers, scientists, historians, government, mass media, etc. We human beings are multidimensional and interdimensional. We are the portals of truth. As Jesus says in his human nature in the New Testament, he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Thank you for watching this episode. As my last words, I would say, from the stars we came, and to the stars we shall return. Thank you very much for watching this episode.